The other day, I walked out of the house without wearing my spurs. I mean, I'm walking, but I'm not jingle, jangle, jingling. I figured, what's wrong with me? So I went to my doctor and he told me, you have auditory dumbass syndrome. Now, I took some offense to this. You calling me a dumbass? He said, no, ADS is a cognitive decline associated with listening to dumbass YouTube commentators. So I tried to take it easy, but I had promised my subscribers that I would cover the latest motive for the stabbing of Austin Metcalf that is making the rounds on social media. And in terms of avoiding auditory dumbass syndrome, the views that you will hear are pure cyanide to cognitive development. If you have to pass the GRE or SAT within the next few weeks, you may want to hold off on playing this one. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
I want to assure you, the viewer, that what follows here is not parody. This is not a Saturday Night Live skit performed by Oak Park Middle School. Those involved in this conversation are real adults expressing serious views, and that is terrifying. But here goes.
And you know, make sure we knew the exact story.
What was
So
that?
that was one of the things. What she basically said was, so the pool party thing did happen. What happened was when he got out the water, they start singing "I'm Blessed." So all the girls start singing it.
So the story goes that Karmelo, Austin, and Hunter got into their little fray over a pool party that happened months prior. Now keep in mind, these boys don't go to the same school.
And like the whole damn pool party. And pretty much it got back to the school, and that's pretty much it, spread it around, you know?
Okay.
Yes. So that's pretty much, and he was embarrassed really by it. It wasn't like a glory moment for him. It was actually a, you know, kind of embarrassing moment, basically. So there's that.
So what's she talking about? Well, Karmelo got out of the pool, and the girls there couldn't help but notice his monstrous junk. And that was so embarrassing to Karmelo. Because if there is one thing that a high school boy does not want anyone to know, it's that he's well endowed. Because that's what all the boys feared when I was in high school.
Gee, I'm hung like a horse. I hope all the pretty girls don't find out.
Yes, it's that stupid. And it's going to get dumber.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And that's understandable. He's a teenager. I mean, come on.
Some guys don't respond like that.
Yeah. Some don't respond like that. He's a teenager. I mean, a lot of teenagers had surgeries to shrink it down. Because we all know that having a tiny one is what made you cool.
To that.
Right. So, yeah.
So, if they were at the pool party, he did not recognize them because he was new. He was new there. He didn't recognize them. So what happened was he didn't see them at the party. He did not recognize them at the party. But what happened at the pool party spread around the school. So if they were not there, they learned of it.
By them, she means the Metcalfs. The Metcalfs didn't go to the same school, so word must have gotten around a lot for the Metcalfs to hear about this. I mean, I have thought hard, and I cannot recall at any time where I heard a rumor about some student's junk, especially if they didn't even go to my school.
Dude, did you hear about old Bo Smith over at Washington High School? Girls are making fun of him because he apparently is hung like Mr. Ed.
Now, when I was in high school, the Mr. Ed joke would have made a lot more sense. Go look it up. And by the way, the one talking is Tiffany Billions, who claims to be a lawyer. And I can believe it because they give out JDs like candy nowadays.
Okay. I was just trying to connect the dot how Karmelo knew that's where it stemmed from.
Well, now we know the motive.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And so...
No, we don't. No, No, we don't know the motive. I've heard that Bo Smith at some faraway school. I don't even know him, but he's got a big one, and so I want to attack him. That's their argument.
So now,
The defense will bring it up. And so we know that it occurred. We know that it occurred because it came from Karmelo's own mouth.
As told to whom? I don't remember Karmelo mentioning this on any of his interviews. I don't remember any Karmelo interviews. And the defense will bring it up? Not in a million freaking years. You see, the job of the defense is to defend. And who do they defend? Their client. They'd sooner claim that Collin County doesn't have subject matter jurisdiction than to try this one on for size. Pardon the pun. If you think Karmelo was bullied because of his, let's just say, manliness, can you imagine what they did to me in school?
Of what happened. And so this is not speculation. This is not something that Charleston just made up and said,
Oh, so it didn't come from Karmelo. It comes from Charleston White. This dude.
The white man is so obsessed with a black man's he made his missiles to look like one. All his torpedoes and missiles he bombed the world with come from this structure right there.
Yeah, forget streamlining, fluid dynamics, the fact that you don't want your torpedoes to be seen from 15 miles away. Those are examples of white man engineering lies. No, those engineers designed the shape of the torpedo because, I'm not even going to say it because it's so damn stupid. Oh, I almost forgot. This is about the pool party, and it turns out that Charleston is the one who first weaved the tale, and it's a tall one. Here goes.
They all went swimming one time at a party somewhere, at a house party. Carmelo Anthony jumped in the pool. He gets out of the pool, he got a big print, and the girls in the school start talking about he has a big print. Words gets out in school, new black guy from wherever he comes from, kind of handsome, braces, lives out here with us, has a big print. Word gets out. I swear to God, that's what this is about. Honest to God truth. Honest to God truth.
And I swear to God and honest to God truth to these are the facts, and I'm being honest on the list of statements made by suspects that let the cops know they're lying.
They all in a pool party. He don't know the guys. He know the baboon. The baboon is a mixed kid. He connect with the new black kid, but he's cool with the white bullies. They smoke weed, they do fentanyl, they pop pills, they do ecstasy. So these are party kids. Carmelo's not a party kid.
Oh, for a moment there I thought you were going to incriminate Karmelo in nefarious activity, but since we're just making shit up, why not paint him as the goody two-shoes angel?
That's why he died with fentanyl in the system at a track event. They're not asking, why did he bring a knife to school? Because he got kids walking around in school on fentanyl, fuckers. Athletes. High-powered athletes on fentanyl at school with kids with sober mind. I need something to defend myself if he gets angry.
So his dad gave him the knife because he was fearful that Austin, who was obviously competing in a track meet while on fentanyl, would beat him up.
Come on, people. Come on. Listen, let me stick. Okay. So he rescues a kid a year later. Soon as he gets to an adult and get this situation, first thing he shows is compassion, concern, and empathy for the assailant because he's not a victim. Austin is not a victim. He's an assailant. His brother should be charged with his death as well because
Someone has been listening to Counsel Gray. I did a couple of videos on her lunatic fringe legal takes. The first one covered her claim that Karmelo is blameless for the death of Austin. No, it's Hunter that's the real culprit. The second video covered her take on self-defense, which was even stranger.
anytime you commit a crime and someone dies in the commission of a crime, the brothers should be charged because they was committing the crime. no matter how small the crime is.
Hey, dumbass, it's called a felony murder law for a reason.
The kid didn't bring a knife to school. The knife was a small. So let me tell you another lie that they told. They said that Austin Metcalf died in the hands of his brother. It's the biggest fucking lie. This guy's a well-trained athlete that excelled in all sports.
Okay. Part of Austin's training regimen as a football player was to avoid lowering his head while tackling. You can get a spinal injury doing that. Getting off his opponent's blocks. And not dying after getting stabbed in the chest.
This big motherfucker just didn't drop dead. He hit him with that knife. He didn't hit him 2 times. He didn't hit him 3 times. He hit him out of fear 1 time.
Well, if he hit him in the heart, I think he's dying no matter how big and tough he is.
Because this big silverback gorilla is now approaching him, threatening and roaring and giving every... So your instincts, your nature, fight. They went to go commit a crime against a black kid and his brother died. The brother should be charged with something, Sarah. So check it out. So he gets arrested. Every adult in this situation, before this kid was ever even booked in jail, from the police to everybody, had tears in their eyes. They were crying. They were crying because they know this is a good kid. He didn't mean to kill nobody. Man, this is not negligent homicide. Man, this is self-defense. But because we're in an all-white county and everybody in Tarrant County, Dallas, everybody knows if you go to Collin County, niggas white people. I've worked out there, but...
Oh, really? You know that Collin County is all white because you worked out there, huh? According to the 2024 U.S. Census, Collin County is 64% white and 12% black. Gee, that sounds rather normal. The dude is a pathological liar. He feels compelled to lie about everything. He gets a thrill out of it. And yes, he's being serious here. Some of you are going to come in, oh, this is all just an act. No, this is serious. He's just stupid.
A flight kicks in. Just like the police, when they say they pull a gun, they don't have time to think. I saw a gun, and all there was a cell phone. The police go through it, and they're trained people. So we want our kid to be this trained, where these 2 trained mixed martial arts experts who excel in all sports due to their body size, strength, and physical abilities is approaching you, causing harm. You don't know them, never met them. You don't even know why they're approaching you. You boom, hit them with what you got. It could have been a pencil. It could have been anything. And you drop it and you take off running.
Yeah, it could have been anything, but it was a knife.
I'm going to say it again. You drop it and you take off running. They had me believing he took off running with the weapon. He was caught with the weapon. No, he dropped the weapon.
Notice he doesn't say he dropped the knife. Charleston believes that Karmelo was never armed with a knife that day, because Karmelo's father apparently told him that. Although I doubt Karmelo's father actually told him that. I mean, it's a good story, though. I would love for the defense to try that one in court.
Austin did not fall down. Austin took off running down the flight of stairs, if you watch the video. Then he ran back up. He was panicking. He's on fentanyl.
Now, why does Austin have to run down the stairs? Because Charleston believes that Austin threatened to throw him down the stairs. But no, if you look at the location of the tent, it's on the first couple of stairs.
He's on fentanyl like fentanyl Floyd. I'm going to say it again. He's on fentanyl like fentanyl Floyd.
You can tell that the whole George Floyd was on fentanyl thing really hurt Charleston. So he's got to get even by making Austin a fentanyl abuser. This is just pathetic.
Floyd got somebody leaning on his neck, cutting off his ear, but he also got fentanyl in his system that don't allow his organs to function properly to self-defend and self-recoup itself. Same with Austin. He's on fat. He's on fat, and he does fentanyl regularly and often. So we don't know how bad his organs is. Not only that, he's been using steroids since middle school.
I hope you have a good lawyer, Charleston. May I make a suggestion? Kimberly Motley. If you get sued, I beg you to hire her. She'll fix your wagon. I hope he never figures out what that means. After making these statements about Hunter, I hope that you never meet up with him in a dark alley. Actually, I kind of hope you do. Okay, back to the show.
Carmelo told his dad what happened, and his dad told Charleston, and so this is true. This is real. Nothing is made up, and so
Nothing is made up. This is called truth by blatant assertion. Rather than provide substantiation of your claim, just say it with bluster.
It's the truth. Period.
We all know what happens when you trust the words of someone who tells you,
This is the reals. These are truth bombs. It's a fact.
we have to take that to heart. Sometimes people can't believe that they're so close to the right information that they just refuse to believe it. They can't believe. Well, I don't believe that. That's just speculation.
no, it's more like, I can't believe that because only a moron would. So is this really about defending Karmelo? Not really. People like the dullers in the podcast and Charleston White have bigger fish to fry. This is about black supremacy. These are some of the most racist, vile scum you will ever hear and hopefully never meet. Karmelo is just a pawn in their attempts to paint black people as superior to all others. You see, if they wanted to paint Karmelo as a victim of bullying, the story would have invented him being of rather small endowment. But that wouldn't do. The black kid has to be the superior one in their imagination. And to these people, the only measure they have of a person's worth centers on sexual prowess. They are obsessed with sex. So they crafted this motive around a kid getting teased for being well endowed. They could have crafted a more believable story if they would have focused on Karmelo's GPA. But they don't care about academics. It's sex. It's all about sex. This fantasy serves the same purpose to race baiters as Penthouse Letters serves to lonely middle-aged men in wife-beater underwear. It's black supremacy porn. The black kid gets out of the pool, and all the white girls say,
Oh, look at how superior the black boy is to our white boyfriends.
and the white boys are,
Darn it, those black boys are so superior to us. We are so jealous. All we can do is bully them.
and if you still don't get the connection between this fabricated motive and black supremacy, try this on for size.
So they goes to this pool party, right? And when Karmelo gets out the pool, they say that the girls noticed this print. And so when they noticed this print, it kind of, people at the school started talking about it, and then the girls want to see what's going on, because they ain't never had no Mandingo warrior, you feel me? So
Need I say more? Like my video and subscribe to my channel.